Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are recapping Survivor Season 49, Episode 11, The Cherry on Top.
Yes. Yeah, we got a cherry on top episode. I've been really, I'm loving this season now.
I'm loving this season too. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, I feel like everyone had their I don't know about this moment earlier in the season as Kayleigh was being voted off one by one, and
we were just seeing a lot of similar patterns. We're like, okay, so it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again. But as the season
was the brain fog gonna descend on the entire season, and we were just gonna see that play out. But thankfully, now we are in episode by episode. We do not know what the vote is going to be when we start the episode. People are flipping. There are factions, but then the factions are second guessing themselves.
They're breaking off. They're creating other factions. There's betrayal. There's new alliances. People came out to play.
I have some thoughts on what really is revenge and what is cosplay revenge. So I'll get into that. But before we kick off our wonderful recap, if you just want to skip right to the recap, there are chapter notes in our show notes, and you can jump right there. But if not, we're just gonna kiki and hang for a little bit, as we usually do. So to kick things off, I just want to say, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you're loving this, subscribe. It helps us. But if you're like, I'm busy, I have things to do, I can't just sit and watch their faces for over an hour, I get it. I understand.
We got you.
But you can listen to us
for
over an hour on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts. So we're on both platforms, whether you want to listen or watch. Your support means so much. And if you're like, and I do want to support them because I'm enjoying this, we're not asking for your money. We're doing this for free for you. All we ask is some follows, some 5-star reviews, any sign of engagement and support. It shows us that you're listening, but it also shows that big robot that's looming over all of us. That decides, if we show up in search results, all that kind of thing. So thank you for the support. And that's all I have to say on that topic. Next thing I need to ask is, Nina, how are you feeling aligned?
Well, let me see. How am I feeling aligned? I am currently feeling lawful good. I've said this before. It's funny, just the schedule that we have at the moment, because we do record pretty much 2 days like just right after each other. So I'm always it's almost like that first recording session. I'm like, oh, okay, I've got a week. I can think of something oh, how am I really feeling? And then for this one, it's always okay, you have a day. How are you feeling right now?
We gotta examine ourselves every goddamn day of our lives.
Yes, we do. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck am I going to talk about? Because it was another thankfully another very boring, very nice chill day. It was wonderful. So then I was like, okay, but I've already talked about that. What else can I bring up? Which is, I brought it up a little bit, I think, the last episode, which is, it is the holiday season over here, and I love the holidays, and I especially love Christmas music. And a good friend of ours, Nick Malice, and his band, the Borealis, just came out with a Christmas song. I believe it's called Christmas Waffle House.
It is so fun. I listened to it today. It is so fun.
Yes, I mixed up the title. It's Waffle House on Christmas, excuse me. And it is just such a blast. It came out of nowhere. I didn't realize that he was working on this. I don't know if anybody else did. He just posted it today, and it is so good, so fun. We will link it in our show notes, so that you can listen yourself. But that will put us in the Christmas mood, because we're Southern girlies. Yes, we are, and we can appreciate some Waffle House. And Waffle House, I remember when we would have the very infrequent, the very rare occasion of having a snow day. The one store, the one shop, the one restaurant that would still always be open, Waffle House. Oh, yes. It is just, it's a beautiful place. I got super into Waffle House when I went to Whopper House. When I was in college, as I said before, I went to FSU in Tallahassee, Florida, and I think that was actually my first try, when I first tried Waffle House, and it is just yes, the perfect antidote for a super late night meal. Just after going to an all ages rock show at the peak of hipsterdom and indie sleaze, and then afterwards going to Waffle House, it was just lots of lovely core memories connected to that. So the fact that our good friend just made this awesome holiday song with Waffle House on it. It's delightful. It's wonderful. And I have to shout it out.
We have to.
But yes, and on that note, Allison, how are you feeling aligned today?
We are going to twin again.
We're going to twin again. This is what I'm talking about.
Lawful good, kids. Lawful good. My topic is different, though, because my topic is that it is Thursday. And if you know what Thursday means in this household, it means it's Fresh Market Deal Day.
Yes, it is, baby.
And
yes.
My shout out is to Fresh Market, because there is no place in the United States right now where the deals get better, where the prices drop. The prices only rise. I'm having moments right now where I'm like, in our lovely like little town, we have some amazing restaurants that I do really adore, but really, am I always going to have to pay $14 for a glass of wine? Or more for the rest of my life?
Yeah,
will
it
it ever go down?
Taking up and up and up and
but
up.
Fresh Market says, don't worry, Allison, I got you.
We got you.
So on Thursday they have amazing deals. So really, like, if you have a Fresh Market in your area, like, jot this down, like, make it a core memory. They have bistro meals, and they have the bistro meal comes with an entree, like a meat, or like there's vegetarian options too, but there's like a meat entree and then 2 sides. So we're talking like salmon, chicken salad, meatballs, anything under the sun. And then the sides are like potato salad, macaroni salad, salads, sweet potato. It's everything. And you don't even have to cook that shit. And guess how much it is?
Guess.
Well, wait. $6. Oh,
for all that
but
food.
Wait, it's not $6 anymore. It's $5, which is
$5 now.
Which is what I learned today. I went to Fresh Market, and the sign said $5, and I was like, "Excuse me, what?" And then they're like, "Yep, it's $5 now," and I'm like, And my husband had been like, I think they even are allowing you can get more per person, because usually it's 2 per person. So my husband and I will go to Fresh Market together, and so I'll get 2, he gets 2, so we have 4 total. Now one person by themselves can get up to 4.
Yeah,
it's crazy, guys.
Yeah,
and so it's funny.
Fresh Market is looking out for us.
So also the rotisserie chickens were $6. They're not $5.
Yes. Oh. And those sides, the what is it, the chicken salad that then just automatically comes with the free croissants.
That's the Sunday dinner deal, which is also very good. Oh my God. I can go on and on and on. But what I want to say is I will give you one token of warning. It's just not warning or advice, you could say, is that when I go into my bistro day, I can spot who is at the counter, and I don't like to profile people. But I'm just going to say, I know who the best person you could see at the bistro counter and the worst. So I'm going to just tell you. The best is a young boy, a young man.
Yes. Because
they eat like animals and they want to serve you like an animal.
Yes. Their serving size is quite different.
Yes. They get the big scoops because they're thinking of their macros, their blah, blah, blah. They're you must be starving if you're here.
Yeah.
Because I live in starvation mode at all times. So they will literally stuff the plastic container that they put it in until it's hard to clasp down. Everything's kind of overlapping over each other because they're also messy. But I'm get it.
Love it. Yes. Shove it in there.
So I get delighted when I am being served by a young man. The worst person person to come across is an older female.
I was trying to think back on my bistro meal experience. I believe I told you, and it was that sort of person. And exactly. And I wasn't prepared. I didn't choose the right sides, but it was the complete opposite of what a young boy would give me. It really was instead of stuff overflowing, if anything, I'm I see space.
They're wanting it to be very tidy, very separated. And then it's also kind of I feel a little bit shamed when they're scooping it. It's almost this is all you need.
This
honey.
Is
this is enough. Yeah. So for example, one time an older female put in I asked for the meatballs for my entree. She put in 2, and I gave her a chance. I was I'm gonna give a pregnant pause to this and then I was excuse me, but I think it's 3 meatballs. And she was oh really? Oh, I didn't know that. Let me ask let me go ask if it's 3. And I was like,
were you like, go ahead, go
of course
ahead,
I was like, go
ask.
ahead, but I also was like,
oh my God, girl.
you're questioning moi?
You're questioning 1 extra meatball?
And it's not even 1 extra, it's the lawful amount of meatballs.
Yeah. I love that. The lawful amount of meatballs.
Yeah, the lawful good amount of meatballs, because that's always what I get.
Yeah. It's like, were you like, babe, I play ball. Like, what are you like? I'm not new here. I'm not Nina. I'm not this other girl that comes in here asking for a piece of cold salmon. Like, you're like, you know.
I was like, because we stretch it out.
Yes.
The meatballs are very good. We'll like ground up the meatballs and make like we'll make the bolognese sauce that Nina's obsessed with.
Good.
Anyway, so 3 is like important. It's like it's like food for the rest of the week for me. So I'm like literally fighting for my household, my family. Yeah, and so
for your babies.
And for my babies, yes. And so yeah, I got my 3 meatballs, but it was just like the fact that like she didn't know.
Yeah.
And she doubted me, and I was like, okay.
And also with like almost a tone of like, oh really, baby, do you need 3?
I
Oh,
bet,
it's like
2's
all right.
enough. And I'm like, no, you don't know my strategy.
Yeah.
And whatever amount is enough is never enough.
No.
When it comes to bargain food, because we don't have bargain food out here in the streets. Okay.
No, we do not. Yeah.
So that's my lawful good, is that bistro meals are $5.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing getting all of this like knowledge and wisdom from the 2 of you, and like Fresh Market. It's definitely, I'll tell you this, I've been like a Trader Joe's girly for so long.
Yeah.
And as the prices change, as time goes by,
I have some exciting news for you.
Oh my gosh.
They told me at checkout tomorrow's chicken day. It's like a new thing they're doing, and it's $5 for a pound of chicken wings. On a Friday, no less.
On a Friday. Oh my God, that's actually perfect, because I think tomorrow I'm actually getting my Christmas tree.
Yes.
I have plans to like have almost like put decorations out. Anna's coming over. Definitely like a hot cocoa moment, you know.
Chicken wing moment, maybe.
Wow. Okay, that's perfect. Then yeah, it also needs to be a chicken wing moment.
Yeah, and let me know how they are. Because
Okay,
Jeff
and
I are like, is that a good deal? Because, you know, a lot of that weight is like the bones. LOL. So, we're like, how good is the deal?
I love how like the measurements of it all. It's like, most of it is the bones, but as you know.
but hey, $5 is
again,
not 20.
Nowhere else in town are they having these deals.
Yeah.
So we've got to, we live and die by Fresh Market.
So there's my lawful good.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, I know we said how excited we are to talk about this episode. Should we just jump in?
Let's jump. Okay, yes. So now let's start this recap.
Let's do it.
So our fallen angel, our Sophie, yellow Sophie with an E is out. Unanimously voted to her blindside shock.
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, every single person voted for Sophie, for yellow Sophie.
Everyone was kind of coming. It sounded
from
like
different angles.
From different angles, yeah, because a lot of these people had not voted together, and then all of a sudden they are voting together.
Yes.
Because they all did see Sophie with an E as their common enemy. And I felt bad for yellow Sophie, because she went through this whole game without finding her ride or die.
Yeah.
Without finding her number one. And she described her choice last week. I did listen to her exit interview, so I got some extra tidbits and information from there.
Ask if you did.
But you know, this was also apparent to us, is that her flipping on Christina, Steven, Sage, and Jawan, and that 5-some, she was at the bottom of the 5.
Exactly.
But with Rizzo, Sophie, and Savannah, she was at the bottom of the 4, which in Survivor, if you get to 4, that means you're in the fire making, which means you have you're not going to get voted out at 4.
No.
You play fire at 4, and you still might get to the end.
And I can see, and Sophie again has been killing these challenges. I could see her killing at the fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel her snapping her fingers, and she's got fire.
Exactly. So I totally understand from that, like very like just numbers perspective. Getting to 4 is your ticket to $1 million now. You don't have to get to final 2. You don't have to get to final 3. You just have to get to 4 and know how to make fire. So that was her plan going into this vote, or that vote last week. But now everyone's turned on her because there was a couple things that it seemed like they were thinking about with her, is that she had this perfect voting record.
Yeah.
And so that's like a big thing. It's like they love to sit at the end and be like, I was on the correct side of every single vote.
Yeah,
I was never bamboozled. And so that was one thing. She was also a challenge threat as well.
That's true.
And they saw her as possibly a final jury threat as well as taking votes. And I would say that to me is kind of a stretch if she's never been able to solidify a number one.
Yeah. Or like
or be at the
really
top of any alliance. I would say
Yeah.
her main thing is that she would very possibly have a very different story than
That's
other people
I think
that
that's
she's sitting next to.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, which we've talked about the last couple of episodes, which was this thing of like, for the longest time we were like, who is Sophie ? Who's this person? We don't focus on her. And then for her to come out winning these challenges, getting immunity, like,
and then
making
zigging and zagging, flipping and
like,
flopping,
girl, you
and
be
then
out
it's like,
here.
oh, actually, you underestimated me, and now I'm at the end, and I flipped and I flopped, and I was on the right side of every vote, even as the vote changed. I always found my way through, and now I'm at the end. And that could be a very different story than maybe like Rizzo and Savannah's story, or even Steven's story.
Yeah.
So I do get that, but I do feel like they also left some pretty big players still in the game to like vote out the yellow Sophie. So I wanted to talk about some things that happened at tribal council specifically.
Woo! And what a tribal council.
This has been probably
was.
my favorite thing of the past couple episodes.
Yes.
Is that I usually kind of go snooze a little bit on tribal council. I'm all about that like pre-tribal council strategy on the beach and you know, all of the decisions that go into the vote, but then once they get to tribal council, they're just kind of like locked in and just speaking word soup.
Exactly.
Word
soup.
salad.
Yeah. Just like a bunch of fluff. Just like really talking nothing. Like, you're so right. It's not interesting. It's just a bunch of fluff that it does often feel like, okay, let's go. If anything, I've in the past, I've gotten mad at Jeff for like asking more questions.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I'm like, Jeff, we're not getting anywhere. Like, with these people. Like, let's just, okay, let's moving on. Let's like ask one or two questions and let's pop, let's go. But these last couple tribals
have been good.
Have been so good and so wild to watch.
Yeah. So I want to go on one rant.
Oh, please.
About the topic of revenge.
Yes.
So Sage enters tribal council. She sees her boy Jawan.
Oh my gosh,
Jawan is looking so cute so cute, so handsome.
Yes.
In his turtleneck, and they share that.
And also love the idea of he is on an island and he's wearing a turtleneck.
Yeah, he's like, this is my swag.
Yeah.
Period.
And he did look good, so there we go.
And they like share this really like sweet, like, I got you look, and then Sage tries to start talking, and then she tears up because she's like, honestly, I miss him already so much. He was like that person for me on the island, and I love him so much. And she tears up and she cries, and it was so authentic.
That was
and so real. And real. It is Sage being an emotional player has really been, but an emotional player, but still like high thinking and knows how to phrase her emotions in interesting ways. It has really
knows how to talk to other players and other people, and is still strategizing. She has been very fun and interesting to watch.
So I just am like really connecting with her as an emotional player, and I do really feel like her theme of this vote was revenge, because Rizzo and Savannah said, Sophie, you pick. You decide who goes home, and Sophie decided Jawan. And what we didn't see on the show as much is how close Yellow Sophie and Sage had become. So they were very close. I have like kind of a bond beyond the game type of thing. So I think Yellow Sophie turning on Sage to get out Sage's number one twisted the knife even deeper
than anything Rizzo or Savannah like could have done.
And honestly, this episode I was like thinking like, Sage, like, why aren't you going for Savannah? And why are you like going for Yellow Sophie? And I'm like, honestly, it's refreshing to hear someone like going for I feel like this is like core Survivor of like, I am going after someone because A, I don't like them, or B, I'm gonna like, I need my revenge to screw them over because they screwed me over. So that was Sage's entry into the vote, which was all set up and we all understood. And then all of a sudden Savannah comes out and she's like, my reason for voting tonight is revenge. And I feel like she was trying to like steal the revenge plot in front of the jury.
Yeah.
Like, and almost co-opt like Sage's strengths and Sage's story. And I'm like, Savannah, what revenge are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yellow Sophie voted with you last tribal council. Because my definition of revenge is... I do.
Have you ever partaken in revenge, Allison?
No.
And like on purpose revenge, not the like revenge that people have to say, ooh, the best revenge is living well, yada yada yada. No, I'm talking about like this person wronged me and I'm going to freaking get them.
I don't think I have, but like let me tell you, and I think you know this, that I have the capacity within myself to deliver. Oh,
everybody listen up. Just yes. This is me. I do not want to be on Allison's bad side.
And I live a godly life. I live a good angelic life. I'm a good girl. I have good friends.
Which is why the idea of you enacting revenge on someone terrifies me.
Yeah,
then it's
they don't want to see it coming.
Like Allison is mad at you. What did you do? Like, what did a person do to, you know what I mean? To get you, and then would be like, oh no, then Allison's coming.
Allison's a coming.
Yeah.
So, okay. Cause in my definition of it, it's like, there has to be some kind of action. It's not like the idea of revenge. It's not like the gossip of revenge. It's like someone did something specifically to you. An action was done, as in like, Yellow Sophie, got Jawan out. That is the revenge against. All the Yellow Sophie has done at this point is throw your name out, Savannah.
Yeah.
And everyone's been throwing names out. So I really don't think...
Everybody's name has been thrown out at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
so I really think, like, you can, emblazon the revenge across your chest. And then she gets to the voting booth. And she's holding up Sophie S.'s name. And she's like, yeah... emotional revenge, and she does it in quotation marks, as in like, yep, that was all bullshit. She's like, this is actually strategy, and this is my best strategy to get you out, which also chills. Yeah, but I just wanted to point out, like, what is revenge really? And the strategy of like, if I'm going to appeal to the jury, like her kind of examining how people are seeing her from Savannah's point of view, she's like, I think I need to like do more of an emotional play. And I think they need to see me as more of like an emotional playing with my heart type of person for them to like, for me to do even better at the final. I think it was all orchestrated.
Wow, all orchestrated just for that. And interesting... the almost like self-awareness enough to like see a player like Sage and be like, oh, I need to be like more like that. Like the jury might actually be more into that than, wow, interesting. It's very intriguing, and I'm so curious it's moments like these where I'm like, I am so curious of what the jury thinks. Obviously this has all been like filmed already, they've already chosen. I so badly wish I could be in that room and just be like, what are y'all? Because okay, here's something I was thinking about that I don't know if I've asked already in the past, which is that when the jury we're at the end, the jury's voting like on who the winner is going to be. Is there like deliberation? Like, are they all in? Is it like 12 Angry Men style and they're all in a room just like talking, like being like, this is the person this is why I think should win, and these are my but because of this and this. Do you know what I mean? Are they almost like...
So yes and no.
Okay.
So yes, in the sense that they are all now on Villa Ponderosa. So Ponderosa is like where they go. It's the afterlife of Survivor. But that is all time for them to just sit around and talk about Survivor. And as new people join Ponderosa,
and get more information.
They come in with more information. And some people, they can whip votes in Ponderosa. Like they can go on a warpath of being like, no, actually I'm going to tank this person's game, and they're not I'm going to tank this person's game in Ponderosa, and that person could play the most stellar game on the beach, but
I've poisoned the waters.
I'm going to poison the waters over here. So yes, that is the 12 Angry Men jury negotiations, but it happens before that final tribal council.
Okay.
And then at the final tribal council, they get the chance to ask direct questions to the final three, and then they immediately go and vote. But there isn't like a...
There isn't a little chit.
There isn't a final chit-chat, no.
Okay.
Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about at tribal council was another altercation involving Ms. Savannah also. And that is with Christina,
our angel baby Christina, who fully comes out and says that she doesn't like Savannah.
Yeah, I think Christina's like almost like beating around the bush of like, oh yeah, some people you just, you know, they're not on your best side, you know, you just don't really seem to.
Don't really click.
And thank you, Jeff, for being like, well,
who is it?
Name them.
Yeah.
Name them. And she's like, well, and Savannah's like, it's me. And Christina's like, it is Savannah. And it's like, it's love, it's hate. No, it's not hate. It's just strong dislike.
Yeah.
Strong dislike. And I'm like, wow, the words are said. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of, you know, a little bit of tea, a little bit of a humdinger is that Savannah on Instagram and TikTok and stuff is claiming that this was orchestrated by her and Christina. So, because they wanted to make Yellow Sophie to feel so safe that Yellow Sophie thinks, oh my gosh, Christina is definitely voting for Savannah and Savannah is definitely voting for Christina. That's like what they had told Yellow Sophie. So Savannah's claiming like this was, they had already planned to kind of show their animosity at tribal council. However, Savannah said, oh, but did Christina go a little farther than I thought? Yes. But it's okay.
Oh my God. But it's okay. No hard feelings. It's all good. It's all good.
I thought it was going to be like a little bit more chill and not so much like I strongly dislike this person. Because I think it is like they used it, you know, to like, you know, be able to pull off a true blind side of Sophie, not give her the feelers of like, wow, is everyone against me?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, these other two people are squabbling. That's the main conflict over there, type of thing. I
mean, I guess I could see that, and if that's the case, that was like extremely masterful. I don't know. Has Christina said anything?
I haven't
looked into that.
See if Christina said anything. But the thing is, like, Christina in confessionals for several episodes now has been saying like, I consider her a mean girl. I want her off this island. When Savannah comes at her with the hard-hitting questions of who are you voting for, and she literally almost crawls out of her skin and needs a second. Yeah. So I think this little altercation is coming from the truth.
Wow, fascinating. It's almost like it's almost like, what would you even call that? Like metafiction, like art, life imitating art imitating life moment where it's like, yeah, we're play acting that we dislike each other. And it's fully like, no, we actually really do not like each other. Fascinating. I know. It's just the theater. I guess it's more like
at one point, Christina,
the theater of it all is
just like, maybe if we had been on an original tribe together, we would have been a duo. And Jeff's like, I don't think so. So I do think this is like,
and I agree. I don't think they ever would have liked each other.
Casting people who do end up having core personality differences, because that is also like what I love to see play out on a show. It's just to see people who like they do not jive. And Christina considers herself a social nerd. She can get along with anybody, and I think Savannah has shaken her. So that is a good bit of tribal council. I will say I am sad to see Yellow Sophie go because I felt like she was a great woman. However, what I'm so excited about is there's only one Sophie now.
Woo! Now we just talk about one Sophie.
And so next week, when we say Sophie, we mean Sophi, Blue Sophie. You get it. You're just going to understand what the hell we're talking about. And you're not
another S name gone.
Yeah. Get more S's out. I know we're joking that Christina and Rizzo need to gang up and get these S's out.
Yeah.
For my note taking. Where my finger.
If they really cared about winning over the audience, that's what they would do.
So I have a couple things to talk about with like the choices of, you know, going after Yellow Sophie and not going after Sage, not going after Savannah, not going after Rizzo. They can't go after Steven because he got immunity. But we'll get into his incredible day in a little bit. So Sage's choice to go for revenge on Yellow Sophie instead of going for Savannah. What do you think about that?
I was feeling a lot like you. I was feeling like, what the heck, girl? Like, I understand your feelings are hurt. But Savannah just feels so dangerous. Like, go for Savannah. Like, there's plenty of people in the jury that I feel like Savannah a lot. And that could be like a really dangerous person to be there.
Sage was crying on the beach, being like, you fucking handed it to her. Yeah. She's going to win the $1 million. You screwed me over, Yellow Sophie.
Exactly. So I was feeling that. But it's kind of like what you said, like something about Sage being such like an authentic player and it's all of her like feeling. It does like, it wins you over. Like I kept,
and I think it could win the jury over.
Yes.
That at the end she could be like, no, I didn't target Savannah in that vote, but that's because I had to like do revenge for Jawan. Yes. And that is just gonna ring so true. And still be like, yeah, that was a big move for you to go for Yellow Sophie.
Yeah, I think so. It was almost like mafia rules. It's like, if you're gonna encroach on my territory, I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson. And that's what Sage did. And it also won me over exactly just like her and Jawan like locking eyes and just like fist pumping the air. It just like, it's that thing of watching Survivor. Like you think like, I'm going to watch this game and it's going to be strategy and I'm going to like this is what they should do to play and these, but then like you see the human connection. Yeah. You see, and that's what you root for. I feel like at the end of the day, that's what you root for. Yeah. You're like, I was feeling for most of the episode, like, no, go for Savannah. What the heck? I don't know if this is good. Like trying to think of like it, or like, is this good for her game? Blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it kind of doesn't matter. It's like the feeling that Sage had in her like transcends the screen, and her and Joanne's friendship transcends like celluloid, and you feel it, and you just like, I mean, all of us, we watched it with our friends, like we all just started cheering. Yeah. Like, and again, like I didn't want to see Yellow Sophie go, but it was that thing where it's just like you feel inside you and you're like, yes, I'm like, you did it, Sage. It's not so much that I wanted Sophie gone. It was more that feeling of like, Sage, you did it. Like you showed, not even so much about like revenge. It was more of like, you said that you were going to have his back and you did. Yeah. And you followed through. This is like a person that follows through, and when they've got you, they got you. And it's just magical to watch. I'm sorry. So that's kind of like how I felt.
Are you wanting to see the same type of mighty play via Sophie, Blue Sophie, when she is now teeing up her flip on Rizzo and Savannah?
I would love to see that. Just because it would be, I think it would just be such a big move for Blue Sophie. She also has a great story to come in.
She's clocking, I think correctly, that she's at the bottom of
that alliance
of the three, and absolutely. She very specifically does not want to sit next to Savannah. And she had that moment on the beach with Sage this episode where she's like, I want to sit next to you. We have different stories, and I do not want to sit next to Savannah. So Sophie, I didn't know if she was going to take this episode to flip on Savannah, because I really think people got a little scared and they did not go for Savannah when really they had like the opportunity to do it. Yes, and I feel like they are putting it all on for next week. So next week,
which is a little scary because it's like, okay, you got next week and that's it. So y'all better, if for like
that's all of the these idea, advantages for this theater to play out. So I wanted to go over how some things could go.
Okay, let's do it
next week. So the reason why next week is so big is we are on Final Six. Yeah, and a couple things expire at Final Six. So we've got Rizzo's idol that he's been holding on this whole time. Yeah, that is going to expire at Final Six. Yeah. Also, what's going to expire at Final Six is Steven's block a vote. And also, Sophie's knowledge is power. The last chance she's going to have an opportunity to play it is at final 6 on Rizzo's idol. So the thinking is okay, Sophie needs to take Rizzo's idol next week.
Has to.
Because otherwise, like, what is this advantage for? And it needs to be the kind of move that even if Rizzo's made a big move, Savannah's made big moves, they've been powerful, she's got to have this, like, blazing glory of a move that that she can show at the end via this advantage that she's kept secret.
And that would just be such a killer story to go from the blue tribe, Kele, who was just like nonstop pounded into the ground. You lose a player via divine intervention. Like, you're starving, you haven't eaten in forever. And then to pull such a major move at the end.
I will say, asterisk, there's an issue here though.
Oh no!
Is that
no?
I feel like the issue is for Sophie is that Steven with his advantage, it's almost like sharing the theater. It's almost It's almost like it's taking glory from her move because he's also going to play, and it might. I feel like they're going to end up targeting the same person. So I would say, like, by default, it's like, okay, if Savannah takes Rizzo's idol, and then Steven's probably going to want to take a block of vote of either Rizzo or Savannah. Yeah. And then it's almost like everyone's going to band together with 2 advantages, but everyone's going to be on the same side with 2 advantages to get out either Rizzo or Savannah. Likely Savannah if they can, if she doesn't have immunity. So at that point, it's like, whose move is it really? Is it Steven's big move? Is it Sophie's big move? Or is it Sage's big move? Because it's like, it's almost like, I feel like Sophie should take Rizzo's idol and then do something crazy to get like Steven out instead.
Wow. Okay.
And if Steven has this idea of like, oh, I'm going to block this vote and then I'm going to get Rizzo or Savannah and that's going to be my big move. No, kill Steven's plan and get him out. And be like, you thought you were going to use your advantage. No, I got the knowledge is power and I just took over tribal council. Yeah. Just to be the top dog.
The top dog.
And not share the move.
Wow.
Or a chaotic evil idea I had is like, what if
Bring it on.
you know you're going to steal Rizzo's idol, but you want to play it on yourself. But it's almost like she could like purposely tank her game. That whole episode.
Just be like
lying, be like backstabby, be really weird, be really paranoid. So everyone's like, we've got to get Sophie out. Wow. We've got to get Blue Sophie out. We got to put all the votes on her because she's gone to the dark side, and we cannot have her in the game another day.
Yeah. What's it? What was that Roni thing? Was it a Scary Island?
Yes.
She's gone to Scary Island.
Yes, she needs to start Scary Island.
Yeah, she's got a one-way ticket to Scary Island. We got to give it to her and send her on her way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then at tribal council, she's going to be like, jokes, and take the knowledge is power and have and play it on herself and be like, I just feel like she had a chance before this final 6 to make a big show of her knowledge is power, but now with Steven's advantage and the fact that the fact that Christina, Steven, and Sage, I think are all gonna be on the same boat of like side, get out Savannah.
That would be a wild thing if next episode they're not somehow. Like that would be great, but I don't know.
Survivor, I think overall, that would be wild. They're kind of like, oh, Rizzo's some young kid. They might be surprised when he gets to final tribal council and then and has a lot to say and is very compelling.
And puts on a show.
But I think for overall, they are like Savannah is the main target. So yeah, if Savannah wins, immunity
though, because now that Sophie's gone, now that yellow Sophie's gone,
that could also very well happen. But
could happen. Yeah,
next week's tribal council is gonna be bananas.
Oh, it's gonna be wild.
I just hope that it's like Steven and Sophie have to very much focus on their individual games and think of the flashiest way to play this. Because otherwise it's just going to be like, wow, everyone ganged up and got Savannah out. And it took 2 advantages and like all these people banding together just to get this one big scary person out, So that is
which I will say if Savannah does get voted out next episode, in a way, I hope she knows or she feels it's like that she was so dangerous.
It took a tsunami.
It took so much
Everyone
for
had
people
to
to
empty
even
out their pockets.
maybe get you out. Do you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
hope she like sees that. I know, again, this has all been filmed. It's all done. But I hope she know. I mean, she probably does. She probably does know that like, and does feel that way. It's like, what you don't, it's hard to feel confident. What, like, isn't everyone just always banning against you because you're too powerful? No? So yeah, I hope you know that in your soul, girl.
Yeah,
that
and
people
I
had to
also-
like really they needed all these advantages, ban all these people together to get you out. Like,
And almost
it's powerful.
like
It just means you're very
and
powerful.
Like, almost like soften, water down their own game to just get you off that final tribal council seat next to them.
Exactly.
Period. So I next want to talk about Steven's big day.
Wow.
Because
and what
I
a
wanna
big
congratulate
day.
that
Yes,
man.
Steven. Woo! The way we were cheering watching this episode for Steven, because yes, it was the way that the episode started, it was feeling like Steven was at the bottom. Right?
And I think
like
Steven saved his cute little behind today.
Yes, he
because Sophie S in her exit interview was saying, "Oh yeah, Steven winning immunity, that was the worst thing for my game." Because I think everyone piling on Yellow Sophie, it would have been a pile on Steven, except maybe Christina wouldn't have voted for him.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think I think that Steven would have very much been on the table, or Sage would have had these dreams of fulfilling revenge on Yellow Sophie, but then everyone else would have been like, nah,
we need Steven.
we need to get Steven out.
We need to get Steven
But
challenge
what
that.
happens, a boat arrives. A boat comes in, and a note that says there is going to be a strenuous journey. Who wants to go?
Strenuous, like in bold, underlined, like
And-
that's what the castaways like are really
And
focused
I am
on.
just, like, I know everyone's kicking themselves because
yeah.
it literally was like, you will get an advantage if you do this strenuous journey, and everyone's like, I'm tired.
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'd rather have
pretty
that
good. I think
energy for immunity.
I'm all right. Yeah.
And Steven's like, I'll go.
Yeah.
And no one stopped him. No one and it's like,
Yes,
you
no
you
one fought him.
only
No one was like,
play
"Oh, let's-"
Survivor once. Maybe if you're extremely lucky, you get to play again. I don't know. It's just, I can't imagine how tired and hungry and beat down they are. But it's like I'm just so proud of Steven for
I'm
like
so proud of him.
digging deep.
Oh.
And finding that inner energy, and it's like, I can do it. So he arrives to a Gorgina island.
Oh, that's all we kept saying. We're like, wow, beautiful. Like,
Oh
where
my
are they?
It's like this like beautiful like sea glass rocks. It was
Yes.
so blue and beautiful and pristine. Like he would be like running around, and I'd be like, no, stop.
Like, look, oh, that's
Look
right. You're
at-
like, look around, take it in. It's beautiful. Isn't life amazing? And the ones and the rest are like, I know. I was like, he can't stop. He has to keep going. So, do you want to describe the challenge?
So
Okay.
he gets to this Gorgina island, and the task is that he pretty much there is a stick to be able to break down this pot. The pot has the advantage, but to be able to unleash the stick, he has to get these numbers in a sequence, and the numbers are scattered all over the island. So he pretty much has to do like a marathon type run over rocks and through water and across sand to get all these numbers, and he has to do it before the tide rises too high and washes the pot away.
Yeah.
So what I liked about this is that it wasn't some crazy hard puzzle. Because that's what I've
No,
seen
yeah,
other
yeah.
people buckle under.
Yeah.
It's like almost like I feel like in these moments of complete depletion, you can access that endurance within you. But if someone presents you with this, like,
And you have to
you've
use your
got to
mind.
get this ball off of this string, but it's all, or some crazy puzzle, I feel like your mental brain,
Oh yeah.
you can't
can't
access
do it.
that unless you've got, like proper rest and sleep and
Yeah,
confidence and all of that. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad that this is like a endurance challenge because he's gonna fucking kill it.
Yeah.
And he does. He runs around.
Well, I mean, when we were nervous, like he reads out the note of describing the challenge, and I mean, we were all nervous. We're like, holy crap! He literally, and they show the map of where all the numbers are, and he can't just take these numbers with him. He has to memorize them, and he has to memorize.
And so he's like running around chanting 1 8 8 8 8 3 4
1 8 1 8 4 4 1 8 4, and it's just, and also while he's doing, he's also like, I can do this. You got this.
Yeah.
And he's tripping. He's falling. Oh, there was one trip that was it looked really bad.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going.
Oh my god, he could have like sprained an ankle.
He really could have. It was bad.
Easily.
Yeah.
So he gets there well within time.
Yeah.
I feel like the time was like still probably 20 minutes out at least.
Yes.
He arrives. He's able to smash that pot. He gets his advantage and he reads it out, and it is a block a vote. So it's not as strong as a steal a vote.
No.
Because a steal a vote is you steal the vote and then essentially you have an extra vote through that steal vote. But he can block a vote. So the next tribal council will have 5 votes instead of 6. Wow. So
amazing.
Whereas you need to have a 4 majority in a 6-person vote. Nope. All you need is 3. So he could block a vote, and then really all he needs to do is vote with just Christina and maybe Sage, and have enough votes to take Rizzo or Savannah out. Wow. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
And
at least at the moment.
We'll see.
As we've been outlining, there might be some other things at play.
There might be some other things at play, exactly. So for instance, if let's say I'm gonna block Rizzo's vote, and we're gonna all pile on myself, Steven, Christina, and Sage, we're all going to put a vote on Savannah. And it's going to be Savannah versus, and that's it. We're like, only Savannah's vote against herself is going to play. And then, but what if Sophie knows what the plan is, and then takes Rizzo's idol, plays the idol on Savannah, and then her vote and the other person's like unblocked vote is the 2 votes against Steven, and Steven goes. Yeah, that's
what could happen. That's that kind of season. This is that kind of season where I'm like, yeah, that could happen. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah.
So
she's got Blue Sophie's got that in her. She's got that dog in her. I think she could do it. She could pull that.
Oh my gosh, totally. No, she even post season she's been getting some drama for some DMing and back alley chats and comments and things. No, she's a strong girl. So Steven gets this advantage, and then he returns to the beach exhausted, depleted, and they're like, so what happened? And I am so glad with how he chose to tell them, because I'm like, tell them the truth. Exactly. Just don't tell them what the advantage is.
Exactly.
Get them shaking in them boots.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he does.
And that's exactly what they do.
And he tells them, and everyone's like, oh, I hope you're okay. Tell me, I feel so bad for you.
Baby.
Oh, and by the way, I got the advantage. Crickets. And Rizzo's, it's like his mind is already turning.
Oh, yeah.
This boy is...
They're not as concerned anymore.
No, this boy is convinced that he's got to steal a vote. He's like, I know. He's like,
I know it. That's it. I know this game. And that's exactly what he has.
He's like walking with Steven, and he's like, you don't have to confirm and you don't have to deny, but I know that you have a steal a vote.
I know you have that.
And Steven's just like,
okay,
doing this face, and Rizzo's like, see, I knew it. And yeah, it has scared Rizzo, and now he's like, wow, like, no, I need to like work with this person more. He's trying to like get into his good graces.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know how far that's going to work.
Yeah, I don't really see that connecting the what is it? The boys on the bench was a trio, not a duo. I don't really see the last 2 boys.
Yeah,
the last 2 boys not working together.
If someone has voted differently from me on almost every single vote, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we can chat. We can walk down the beach. Sure. We can kiki, but yeah, I don't trust you. And I never will.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, to continue on with Steven's incredible day.
Yes.
He went on this strenuous, guys, challenge or journey, and then he wins the immunity challenge.
He wins immunity. Can y'all believe it? What a crazy ride.
Yeah. So
we were
proud of
holding our breath. Like, I almost kept thinking, like, this can't be possible. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, how is this possible? How is he doing this? and then he does it.
So the immunity challenge was one of those where they've done this like several times, but where they have like the blocks that spell immunity, and then through balance and taking things slow, but also like keeping your foot on the pedal, are you able to stack them all in a column and get all the way back to your pedestal? What I thought was interesting about this one is that I feel like in past seasons, people's towers fall over and over and over again. Like someone gets so close and then they fall, and then there's a montage of them just like falling left to right, left to right, left to right.
Yeah, and it truly is like anybody's game. I feel like this sort of thing.
And usually they're the person who's going extremely slowly. It pays off in the end.
Exactly.
Everyone else's falls, and they're the one that has been going at like a snail's pace, and then they end up winning, which was Kristina's strategy. But it didn't work out because Steven did it quickly and correctly and efficiently.
And he got it done.
And he got it done.
Yeah. Ooh, it felt so good to watch.
And what did you think about the reward?
What did I think of the reward? You mean the best reward there could possibly be? Are you kidding me? My ultimate comfort food, spaghetti. Spaghetti bolognese. I mean, I heard that in just about almost like I didn't hear. There was other stuff to that reward, but all I heard was spaghetti, and I was like, you gotta win. You gotta win this.
I am imagining playing with you, Nina, and the spaghetti award comes, and then you guys are like, and then you're like going around the group like, you guys know how I talk about spaghetti all the time.
You know how that's
like my favorite
spaghetti.
food.
Yeah,
so like you'd be like, oh, like you would be like ready to be picked, and you'd be ready to pick just based off of like y'all know how much I love it.
Yeah, because that I like Nina runs on spaghetti.
And then like if they didn't choose
and if you don't choose me, that would be cause for revenge actually.
And we're done.
And you're dead to me. So I don't see you as a person. I just like completely ice them out, if I'm honest.
So Steven does some lawful good picks, in my opinion. So he picks Kristina, who she had played an idol on him, the tribal before. So she deserves that. And then Rizzo hadn't eaten in a long time. And in Sophie's exit interview, she said that Rizzo had the merge feast and hasn't had anything since then.
Else,
and he doesn't eat the coconut.
He doesn't eat the coconut.
I don't know why he doesn't. Maybe she didn't say he was allergic. He said he doesn't eat it. And I'm like, you're that picky? I don't know. That was my first thought. I was like, do you just not like coconut? Because I would be like, get over it, because that's all there is.
He kind of seems like a boy that is just like, I don't like coconut. I don't like the texture. I don't like the flavor. Do you have any chicken nuggets or mac and cheese? Like, he kind of seems like that sort of boy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's very young, so he has plenty of time to expand his palate.
Yes.
And but whatever reason, he's not eating the coconut.
He's not eating the coconut.
I don't know why. We need to ask him. He needs to be.
He needs
that
is
to answer
you
that
just because you
question.
need all your strength, buddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to focus on like nourishing yourself.
Yes, like, I would do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, yes, like creating alliances, talking to people, strategizing. Sure, that's like, but you also gotta like look after yourself, buddy. Anyhow,
so anyway, they both get to go on the reward.
He got the spaghetti. Yes,
they get the spaghetti night, and this is when they all say that they are Steven, Kristina, and Rizzo all say that they want Yellow Sophie out. Yeah. Which at that point in the episode, I was like, yeah, that's what they're saying at the reward. They're going to go for somebody else. But no, that actually does end up being.
And then that is what ends up happening. Yeah. There wasn't some, some other like secret double layered whatever like plan. It's like, oh no, it is just Yellow Sophie.
Yeah, that's what it ended up being. So yeah, now I have some listicle of like some random things that happened in this episode that we can chat about. The chicken wrangling.
Oh my gosh! Yes, chicken run.
they were running around the island trying to get the chickens because they're starving, and they only have a few days left in the game. So like now or never.
And Rizzo is like the big. I mean, I'm a scaredy cat. I'm not the biggest fan of live chickens just coming after me, but you could just tell that he was just freaking out. Like that he was describing like a chicken. He's like, "Oh my god, a chicken! It jumped at me." It jumped at me.
He's like, it was like
it was
an eagle.
terrifying. It jumped at me. It's like, buddy, that was the point. You're supposed to catch. I'm like, yeah, I think you were supposed to catch it.
That was the moment. Yeah, he says he is street smart, but he ain't chicken smart.
And that's okay, buddy.
Also, Jeff at the beginning of the immunity challenge being like, how you be me?
Oh, that's right, because people are coming in and
they're like, oh, we've seen this before. He's like, oh, you have? Well,
then, you have to describe it.
Well, then you do my job. Oh,
Yeah.
if you think you know. It was like playful, but also like try.
But also kind of like
Try me. And
I felt it.
and Sophie was just kind of like, never mind. And Steven's like, I got it.
He's feeling good. He just wanted an advantage.
Yeah,
He's
not
like,
only
yeah.
does he like get an advantage, wins immunity, but he also like is coming for Jeff's job.
Yeah, fully. Oh, fully. That was an audition for Jeff's position, 100%.
Oh my God.
And I think, I feel like Steven would be really good.
Steven would be really good.
I feel like he'd be a really good host.
Yeah,
of this show or any show.
He has a very expressive face, which is something I really like. I need someone who like I can see all the all of the expressions and emotions on their face. Sophie Blue Sophie saying that she's been playing this game for weeks now with Rizzo and Savannah, and she feels closer to them than some of her friends back home.
Yeah.
My response, I would never.
As Allison is watching this with me and all our close friends, actual close friends, yeah, it was Allison looking at us like, by the way, y'all, I would never say that. I would never. I was on the show.
And someone was like, oh, well, she only said some of her friends. I'm like, I wouldn't say some.
Even some.
I'm like, I've only known these people for 20 days.
20 days, exactly.
My ride or die is my real friends.
Yeah.
My real friends.
Yeah. Sophie, who are these
deeper.
friends? How old is Sophie again?
She's in her 20s.
Okay. Because I feel like that's like a very like...
loosey-goosey time.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a young person thing to say.
I do think like
you know what I mean? Like,
Survivor is a transformative experience.
Yes,
it's just you won't see me on camera saying, "Oh, they're better. I'm better friends with them than my friends back home." You just no. You will never hear me say that. It's against.
But it's very
that's
intriguing.
not girl code.
No, it's not.
In my girls, it's not girl code. The hair clip that Yellow Sophie was using to like pull her tank top back.
Oh my gosh, yes.
She's been very inventive with clothes and accessories this season.
Yes. Another thing I really liked about her, it was that clip. We also never forget the
little
visor. The little visor that she makes out of like a big leaf or a big like palm leaf. Yeah.
She's just like out here just like fashionista.
She is. Oh my God, with all of her jewelry. I couldn't stop looking at all of her earrings this episode.
That's
She's
right.
had them on like the whole time. But
that's
like
crazy.
I don't know, something about it. Maybe because it's like everything else about them is like it's so dirty. It's like used, right? The clothing is wearing down, but like something about I just kept looking at her ears. I'm like, wow, her ears are so shiny. I'm like, wow, they're so clean. I just kept thinking like, wow, that's really good quality earrings. Because they just looks like very clean and very not oxidized. I'll tell you what, not the stuff you get at Claire's. I'm like that's some jewelry. That is some like nice jewelry she's got on.
Well, another way that Yellow Sophie described herself is when she was voting for Savannah in the voting booth, and she said, "This beach is not big enough for two hot 31-year-old challenge beasts."
I miss that. I miss the two hot 31s.
Two hot 31-year-olds. We don't have space. So Savannah, you've got to go. And Savannah was like, we do not have space. You're correct.
See ya.
And goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Also, Savannah saying, someone's like, oh yeah, Steven's such a challenge beast. And Savannah's like, yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Never. Yeah.
Like, girl.
Why?
Again. Why? ¿Por qué? He looks like a strong, like, young guy.
Yeah. It's just like, this is just another moment where
she
cannot help herself.
She's like, yeah, I'm so surprised.
Yeah. And again, I really don't think she meant that to come off as bad, but it's like, girl, that's not I never would have guessed. It's crazy.
And a Rizzo losing his wording and cannot say the words to kill two birds with one stone. That's the phrase. 2
stones, 1 bird. 2 bushes, 1 bird. I forget if that was before or after the spaghetti, but either way, it was really, really funny.
Well, you're on an island long enough, like, and you're not like.
Well, yeah, you're like, what's culture? Language? What's like,
what's an idiom?
Yeah, what's an idiom? What's a metaphor? Which is, I mean, again, like great viewing for us because, like we said, like we're sick of tribal councils just being like, around theater for people's like
saying the same thing over and over again.
Whatever like cuckoo bananas like metaphor they want to talk about that day to mean nothing. So I kind of did like the fact that he can't even like think of one. I was just like, okay, this is kind of good that they just have to
wipe the brain clean.
Yeah, they've been there long enough that you can't like be making stuff up. You can't like how strong I guess is like your brain or like your mental strength that you can still be holding on to like I'm still gonna be self-producing my story while I'm starving, while I'm out here days on end without eating.
Only RIZGOD Riz God baby.
That's right.
Has that effort, has that energy.
That's right. I know, and I know as we're coming to the end.
Oh
yeah,
well, as we're coming to the end, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Winner prediction. Who is your winner prediction at this point in time? We'll do it again when we podcast next week, but right now, what is your winner prediction?
Gosh, my winner predictions is so tough. I think I'm going with my heart. I'm going with my heart, and I'm gonna say Sage. I'm gonna stick to my tall girls. I've got to, you know what? My revenge is sticking with my tall girls and supporting and woohooing my tall girls. And I think she's also just like another personality or character that felt like they were at the bottom. They were at the complete bottom of their tribe. And then to see them and like and so many people
day one.
Yeah. And so many people have now truly like see her as like, oh, she's the one like deciding the game. Like when it was her and Joanne, I mean, so many people said that in their like side interviews that they're like, oh my god, like those are the people we need to work with. That's who they're the ones deciding. That's like the strong couple.
And the fact that she wasn't even targeted this episode.
Yeah. Wild.
I thought Sage was gonna have to fight.
It was
for
Sage
her life.
and Steven. Yeah. The both of them. I was just like, oh my god, it's it. Then I'm like, this is it. Oh my gosh,
after what
Steven
a run. Wins immunity, it's gonna be Sage. If Sage wins immunity, it's gonna be Steven.
And her name was, I don't believe, was spoken even once.
I know
on this episode. Not even brought up. So I just think I think she's been playing a really good game. I think so many people have been playing good games. But as far as the like, she's been playing good game, and also this like emotion, like the emotional side of her, like her truly being her authentic self, which I want to say. I don't know. I think I'm thinking maybe like the previous season, there was this thing of like people or like some players wanting to play with like integrity. And to them that meant that they weren't going to like backstab, that they weren't going to go behind their words, that they weren't going to lie. I don't know, just like a very rigid definition of what having integrity means, which I also weirdly found like very like masculine, very like patriarchal, if you will. Yeah, where it's like, I've decided these rules and this is what I live by, and anybody else that doesn't live by these strict rules, it's not only like, it's not even a thing of like, oh, they're bad for my game, I'm gonna vote. It's literally like they're a bad person. Which I was just like, okay, what the heck are we doing? I'm like, this is a game. What are we doing here? And then to see a player like Sage, that to me is playing with my definition of integrity, where she is like I truly believe she's being like her full authentic self and is using strategy, and yes, is like going behind people's backs, is like playing the game. She is like, right, like when she was obviously the thing that comes to mind is like with Shannon, when Shannon was still in the game and she was very much gonna like vote against her, and right, like the faces that she did behind her back. And yes, she was very like, even though she was very much coming for Shannon, still maybe like to Shannon's face being very like friendly and like silly, and you know, like the kissy faces, mwah, 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 mwah. But at the end of that tribal council, when Shannon leaves, Sage is very much like, hey, like, like, yes, I did that. And you know what? I know we've been hugging, but you know what? I'm just not ready for a hug.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to give a hug. I'm really looking forward to when I can. It's just, that's not where I am right now, but I want to shake your hands because that's like that level of respect for someone that, as far as we knew, she like really disliked or just like really didn't get along. And that's, I don't know, that's the kind of player that I want to cheer for. That's why, that's what I like. That's someone, that I am. It's really fun. Who's really fun to watch, is being their authentic self and is still out here like playing the game. So that's who I'm. That's my that's my little speech of why I would really like Sage to win. And now I got to turn the question on you.
Yes,
Allison. Who is your winner prediction?
I think my winner prediction is Rizgod Rizgod baby.
Here we go. You've been a fan of Rizgod for a minute now. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I'm not coming at this from heart. I will say.
Yes.
I'm coming at this a little bit more like seeing how the cards are falling.
Yeah.
Because people still have their eyes set on Savannah, and they are really still not trying to get Rizzo out. Rizzo is able to hold on to this idol so long because they still aren't really taking him that seriously. And I feel like in past seasons, I'm thinking especially again of Xander in season 41, when he got to final tribal council, and he was a young guy who definitely had a really good mind for strategy, but no one took him seriously and he didn't get any votes. I don't think that's going to happen to Rizzo. I think he has that power to whip votes, but still seem like this like young silly guy
who people feel for,
who like is essentially wearing two left shoes type of thing, walking around the beach on his flippers, screaming when the bird comes, you know, growing in like half a mustache at this point, you know. It's just, he has that baby face that I think people are like, oh god, Savannah has me quaking in my boots. So I think they're going to put all this effort, dump all of their idols, their trinkets, everything to get Savannah out. And I think Rizzo is still going to get a seat on that final tribal council. And I think he's going to be able to do the speech that gets him.
Do the show. I mean,
do the
showman.
show that wins him the game.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction. So we next week is going to be bonkers because the time has come for several advantages, so we cannot wait to podcast that next week. So please tune in. We will get our recap out as soon as possible, but in the meantime, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Give us a 5-star rating. All of the support means so much.
Yes.
And we are going to start recapping another show. We are crazy, y'all.
We're cute.
But there's only a couple episodes left of Survivor, and we're not stopping.
No,
the opposite of slowing down. We're ramping up, baby.
That's right.
So we are going to be recapping Vanderpump Rules. If you are a Survivor head, you might be like, what? Well, it's Bravo, and I say it's time. It is time, my friends, to watch some Bravo shows. Really enjoy that Vanderpump Rules. It's a new cast, new season, so you don't even have to go all the way back to season 1. Just start on this season, because we'll be recapping it. If you want to spend some more time with us, that's going to be an amazing time to recap. Another thing is, in a couple weeks at the beginning of January, Traitors is coming.
Woo!
And I know a lot of Survivor fans also love Traitors, and there's going to be several Survivor players on this Traitors season, and Nina and I freaking love Traitors.
Love it so much.
We've been watching it for a while. It is one of our watch party shows amongst our friends. So we are going to be thrilled and honored to recap that show. So keep following along for news and updates for how that's going to come into our timeline and all of that. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a peek.
A little sneak peek
of
what's coming up.
Of what's to come. But anyway, have an amazing rest of your week, and goodbye. And we love you.
See y'all.